KPRC 2 Plus Now. I'm Zach Lashway. You might be wondering, why am I standing in a hallway? Well, that's because we're about to give you a sneak peek at the work being done in Studio A. Photojournalist Michael Lemons is on the other side of the camera, walking backwards very carefully and very safely. This is Studio A. This is the back door to Studio A. This is not the door that we used to come into the studio. We will be coming into the studio through this back way. This is behind the set. We can show you that. But we can't show you this half of Studio A. That's because it's almost complete, and you'll see that big reveal right here on KPRC 2 coming up in a few weeks. January 15th is our launch date. That's our target date. But I can show you this half of the studio, this impressive green screen. We're going to get back to this in just a moment, but I want to show you this corner specifically. You might remember, well, I don't know if you'll remember because it's hard to tell, that this once was the weather center. This is where our team of meteorologists, Anthony in the morning, Justina on traffic, she would sit over here, he would sit over there, and this was...
No one's allowed in the studio.
It's Owen Conflenti. Hey, listen, you got to come over here if you want to talk. We can't show this side of the studio.
I'm sorry, no one's allowed to be in here. Nobody's allowed in this room.
How impressive is that side of the studio, though? I know they can't see. We're not showing it.
Man, you guys are missing out.
January 15th, tune in. You'll see this guy. I think, are you debuting it? You don't know who.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm going to go eat my oatmeal.
Okay.
Sorry to
Good stuff. No, you're good. You're good. So this is it. This is this half of Studio A. We have some pictures for you of what this looked like back in 2017 when we moved into our new station. Again, this was back in 2017. We want to get to those photos to show you our old studio. I thought it was a really nice studio. This one, though, I promise you, is even nicer. It is truly spectacular. I can't wait to show you that side. Management is like, no, you can't. You cannot show them that side. So we're not going to. We're gonna obey their orders, and we're just gonna show you this side. So again, over here we had the weather center, the traffic center. That was in this space. You might remember there was this massive vid wall. We called it a vid wall, video wall, and that would swing out, and we used that for several different uses. And these doors right here, these go into Studio B, and that is where Houston Life broadcasts live every day at 1. And then we'll finish right here with this massive green screen. And this is really neat, too, because this green screen wraps around from the top, from the ceiling, all the way to the floor. And so this will give us an opportunity to show a lot of different things. Many different uses will come from this green screen. One use of this will be for weather. And that is where, right here, Anthony Yanez will be giving us our morning weather forecast reports from this massive green screen in Studio A. But right now, for the next 2 weeks, he has to enjoy his home, his little closet.
Yes.
Where he's broadcasting from. You've been in there, Anthony. I think our last broadcast was actually the morning show back on Wednesday, November 29th. I think that was our last show here in Studio A. And then from that point on, you've been in this little closet that you're in right now.
Well, if you remember, a few weeks ago, we showed the weather closet right here live in this show, where you came back here and we were bumping into everything. Cause it is pretty small. Really, it is only a green
I needed
screen.
directions to get there. I couldn't remember where they put you.
Yeah, it's off in the corner, so there's not a lot of visitors. It's me and Justina pretty much, and that's it. It's pretty quiet. But once we get to the new studio, of course, there's going to be a lot of action. And I know you can't turn the camera around, but it is pretty awesome what everything looks like.
It is.
But it looks messy right now, so that's nice.